The Bachelor and Bachelorette couples, are they still together? The Bachelor's 2017 season came to a close with Nick Viall and Vanessa Grimaldi engaged and totally, utterly, blissfully in love. Judging by the reaction of fans and Bachelor Nation members, their breakup would be immediate if not sooner. They turned out to be correct. Nick and Vanessa broke up Friday, August 25th, after just 5 months. It turns out he was more into fame and didn't want to move to Canada. We know, who would have ever seen that coming? At least Nick's latest breakup gave us the Bachelorette season starring Rachel Lindsay. This summer, Rachel Lindsay and Brian Abasolo got engaged, and while fans aren't hugely enthralled with him, they too seem in love. Will they be the new golden couple for the franchise, a la Trista and Ryan, Ashley and JP, Jason and Molly and Desiree and Grace? Or another Juan Pablo and Nikki Ferrell, Andy Dorfman and Josh Murray, Chris Sills and Whitney Biscoff? Or Nick and Vanessa? Sorry, too soon. The point is, we can't help but wonder as we ponder the future, who is living happily ever after? Who is not? You don't need the Bachelor spoilers to tell you that the made it list is a lot shorter than the other, though there are exceptions. A final rose does not a future make. Perhaps Brian and Rachel will surprise, but with this track record, and human nature in general, we're not betting on it. Take a look at some notable duos from The Bachelor and Bachelorette and see whether they are still together since the show. Rachel Lindsay and Brian Abasolo. Rachel Lindsay and Brian Abasolo are a match made in heaven. Or are they? Bachelor Nation seemed to prefer runner-up Peter Krause, but Rachel went with the smooth, too smooth for some fans' liking, Doctor from Miami at the last minute. If Brian didn't watch the finale, which centered primarily on Peter waffling over his willingness to propose and Rachel being hung up on him, then they might be alright. Nick Viall and Vanessa Grimaldi. Look, we wish Nick Viall and Vanessa Grimaldi all the best. That was just the least inspiring public debut from a Bachelor couple since Juan Pablo and Nikki, and it never got much better before they eventually broke up. We were talking about Nick Viall, who was clearly bitten hard by the fame bug, and fell for a girl who didn't want to be in the business or leave Canada, where he had no interest in moving. The odds made them a definite underdog from the start, and their 5-month relationship proved skeptics correct. Jojo Fletcher and Jordan Rogers. Jojo Fletcher and Jordan Rogers are an interesting case, both seemingly over the moon in love and behind the proverbial 8 ball since day one. They certainly seem to have weathered whatever storms have been in their path thus far, but it's still in the honeymoon phase, and we can't shake the feeling that there's more to Oren's little brother than we know, or that Jojo does at this point. Chances they'll make it to the altar? 50-50. Ben Higgins and Lauren Bushnell. It was a good year, closer to a year and a half actually, which is a long time for any relationship, and Ben Higgins and Lauren Bushnell recently called out what they deemed as fake news that said they had broken up. But they cancelled their wedding and just admitted that they broke up. #Real News. Kaitlyn Bristow and Sean Booth. Kaitlyn Bristow and Sean Booth have looked the part of the happy couple ever since they got engaged in August 2015. But will their engagement actually last and stand the test of time? The show's track record suggests otherwise. But here we are a year and a half later, so the joke's on us? Chris Sills and Whitney Biscoff. Chris Sills and Whitney Biscoff just got engaged on the Bachelor season finale in March 2015. Only to break up in May 2015. What seemed like the perfect fit turned out to be anything but.